Toxins here. So today, my second attempt. Yesterday, I did a live on this toxin in your water put there by the government or allowed to be put in your water by UK government. Yesterday was really poor quality, so hopefully today um, we'll get a better quality of video, and I've put a little mic on as well, so hopefully you can hear me okay. And Starlings are giving us a concert. Can you hear them? A lot of sound there in the background. So yeah, I am part of Team Water campaign that Dr. Beast and co, a few of us YouTube creators are doing our bit to spread awareness about clean drinking water. So his campaign is to raise 40 million dollars for clean water campaign in conjunction with Water Aid America, to provide clean water for 2 million of people for decades to come. So this is an amazing undertaking, an amazing project that will make a lasting impact for millions of people for decades to come. So I hope you will be part of it. You will donate what you can. So I'll link the link to the campaign. It'll be my campaign underneath, but it'll all go to the main campaign, Team Water, to provide this healthy, clean, fresh water to people that do not have access to it. So why did I want to be part of it? So this is going for the whole of month of August, spreading awareness and spreading the videos and awareness and getting donations for this amazing project. Why I decided to be part of it, because I am very passionate about clean food, clean air, and clean water. Clean water is one of our fundamental rights as a human being, and some people on this planet do not have this basic human right of clean water. So I just wanted to do my bit, and at the same time I wanted to actually share the information I know with especially UK public that might not be aware of hidden toxins, hidden dangers in the drinking water. So I wanted to actually talk about a toxic waste product that UK government authorizes or basically enables to be put into our water. So what is that toxin? It's fluoride. So let me know if you guys have heard about some of the areas in UK, so around Newcastle, Birmingham, West Midlands, and I think there's some pockets around London as well that are being fluoridated. So fluoride is being added to your drinking water. What is more concerning, however, it's that it's not just a regular fluoride that's being added to your toothpaste, that is being added to your water. It's actually a toxic waste product from making a fertilizer. The form of fluoride added to your water is called hexafluorosilicic. I'll link down below the name, so you can research it for yourself. Do some research and you will see that this is not my fantasy. This is not tin hat foil conspiracy like some commenters from my yesterday's videos were saying. It's real, it's documented, it's factual, right? So in the fertilizer industry, the byproduct that comes from the chimneys is this toxic fluoride gas, and the organizations and obviously the government as well, we're thinking what to do with it, because it's too toxic to be added to our waterways, like rivers, lakes, streams. um so they had this amazing idea: why don't we add it to our drinking water and say that is for the health of our teeth? So that is the pretext or the reason that apparently why the fluoridation happens in UK is for our health of the teeth, especially for lower income families that might not afford fluoride toothpaste, which I really doubted. Most families these days will afford a tube of toothpaste that will last them, a good month or two. But anyway, that is their rationale, that we will, put this toxin, which is neurotoxin, into our drinking water, so that the families cannot afford toothpaste will have some fluoride touching their teeth and hopefully prevent some cavities. I mean, do you not find this a little bit ridiculous? I find this mind blowing. It just beggars belief that that they even came up with this. However, it's big money, and big business, and also um, by medicating their population, um, they are also helping the NHS to be in business, as well, because I'll tell you a few side effects potentially from fluoride and neurotoxin accumulating in your body. So some health risks of fluoride in water is dental fluorosis. So isn't that, quite funny that actually it could cause the even more kind of white and brown spots on teeth? So rather than being good for our teeth, it actually can end up being bad for our teeth. um, Thyroid disruption, so that's a big thing, because a lot of people have thyroid issues these days, and I think it's a big part to do with fluoridated water. Lower IQ in children, multiple studies have linked this. Bone fractures and joint issues, and potential neurotoxicity and long-term organ effects. So that's also including your pineal gland, because fluoride tends to go towards pineal gland as well. So for those of you that are spiritual, you'll know what it means. It calcifies your pineal gland, so your intuition, your kind of higher senses, your higher faculties, your spiritual insights just get blocked. You can't access them as easily or as you normally would. But yeah, it's just a neurotoxin for your system in general. So it's very concerning, because when you think about it, right, if you take a sip of water, how long does this so-called fluoride stay on your teeth? It's like milliseconds, right? You just ingest it, but what happens inside your body? The fluoride actually bioaccumulates in your body, and can cause all sorts of side effects that I've mentioned, serious side effects. So so yeah, so how to know if your water is actually fluoridated. So if you're based in UK, I know they do this in some states in America. So again, check with your water provider. They should probably have some checkers, postcode checkers in your areas, or ask the question, email, or write a letter to your water provider and ask whether they are, what are they adding to your water, and see if fluoride is one of the additions. If you're in UK, I'll link down below one of um, one of the links where to check your if your water is being fluoridated in northeast area, because I'm based in northeast Newcastle. So Northumbria water is where, you know, you can check by putting your postcode and see if your area is being fluoridated. But your supplier will have similar ways to check if your area water is being fluoridated. So yeah, so go onto your supplier website and check, or if you don't find the answer there, email them and ask them, and they're, you know, they're obliged to tell you what are they adding to your water. They need to list all like the particulates that they add to your water. And the government or water companies will say, well, it's only 1 part per million we're adding. However, if you think about it, we need to drink 2 or 3 liters of water every day. We also cook with it, and we bathe in it, so it even gets absorbed through the skin. But yeah, even the amount of water you cook with and you drink, you know, that fluoride bioaccumulates day after day. So it's not just 1 part per million, it gets bioaccumulated and can cause serious side effects. So yeah, so if, you know, check if your water is fluoridated, and if so, the things you can do to help your family, to protect your family, is filter your water. And when I say filter your water, Brita filters and things like that you can find in the shops will not take fluoride out. I've already checked this and it doesn't work. You need a specific fluoride designated filter. So there are a few different things. You could go for an osmosis, reverse osmosis system put under your tap, and that just cleans everything, every dissolved mineral and any chlorine and fluoride and anything else is being added. It just basically cleans all impurities and gives you just pure H2O, pure water. And then, because we need some minerals in our water, I would suggest adding a pinch of salt into your jug of water to add some minerals back into your water. So yeah, so reverse osmosis. Some people do distilling, which is like a bit more kind of longer and maybe not as cost effective method, because you know, you have to run like this steam distilling. Basically, you make the water into steam, and that just kind of settles in a different container and then filters through. So it takes, you know, probably a little while. I haven't done it myself, but I think it takes an hour or 2 hours to get like half a liter or a liter of water perhaps. So it's not as quick as just, you know, pouring water from a tap. Another a couple of options. So we use a Dalton filter. So under the tap, under the sink, we've got a separate little tap put in, which filters fluoride and heavy metal. So there's like 2 candles you get with it, and that takes out all the fluoride and other heavy metals. So that's Dalton under counter filters. You also can get countertop filter, zero water, I would recommend. So I'll link down below. It's a ZERO water, zero water, and it's UK supplier, I believe. So yeah, so their countertop filters are great because they do filter out all the impurities. You get like a dissolved solids little meter, so you can check that there's nothing left after it's filtered out. There's nothing left in the water, no kind of minerals, particles or chemicals in there. And again, I would suggest adding a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt, good quality salt, to your jug of water when you're drinking, just to add those minerals in. And another countertop filter I have come across is Berkeley filters. So this is a kind of a big metal double layer filter. and that also has like a fluoride candle in it. So yeah, so it filters fluoride out as well. So yeah, so there's a few options, and ideally, if you can, I would suggest putting a filter in your bath as well, because you can get some fluoride in through your skin as well. We unfortunately don't have that filter. It would be good for us to get eventually that filter, because filtering chlorine out of your water, it would be great for Mark, because it's really bad for thyroid, because he has like a low thyroid. So the steam with the chlorine really affects it, so it's not great. So yeah, so I think eventually we will get a filter to put in our bath tap as well. So yeah, so be savvy, protect your family from fluoride. Don't ingest it, cook and drink with clean water. And yeah, the other thing you can do, share this video with family and friends, because the more we raise awareness about this horrible practice being done in UK, the more we say no, the more we stand up to it, then the more we have a chance to stop this forceful medication of the population in in UK, because literally the government are medicating us without our consent. They never asked us if we wanted some chemical or some toxin added to our water to supposedly prevent cavities. We never asked for it, we never agreed to it, and yet we're being subjected to it every day. So yeah, so the more people wake up to these realities, the more we'll understand what's going on, the more we'll protect our families from it, and the more we can say no. um, Also, you could, if you're so inclined, you can email your MP and inform that you're not happy with being forcefully medicated through water. You could also message or email your company that supplies your water supplier company, because we have a right to clean water and we are paying for it. So you can even say, until you can prove that you provide clean water to us with no additives, no toxins, then I refrain my right not to pay for the service, and maybe the money that you would pay for the water, put it in a separate account, because if you stop paying altogether, I think you can get in trouble if you take in court or whatever. But if you email to them, you communicate with them and say, look, I'm going to put this money into a separate account until you can prove that you stopped medicating and stop adding chemicals to my water, I will, put this money aside and I'll not pay you, because, why would you pay for a toxic water, right? So anyway, so be savvy and stand up to these companies, stand up to governments in a polite and peaceful way, and say no, enough is enough. So yeah, so this is my little message for you today. And again, I'm gonna remind you about the Team Water campaign that I am part of, that I'm supporting. So through the month of August, if you could donate to the link down below to help the mission of Dr. Beast, not Dr. Beast, Mr. Beast, sorry, he's not a doctor, not quite yet. He's a massive YouTuber, but it's Mr. Beast and a few of his friends and other YouTubers basically have embarked on this amazing project to provide clean water to 2 million people for decades to come. So there's like solar cleaned water, solar pumps and different things that they propose to do through the Water Aid America company. So it's amazing that they embarked on this, and I'm sure they'll reach it, but we need your help, guys, with your donations. Every little bit you can, donate, whether it's $1 or two or five, or even if you just share this campaign and my video to spread awareness about how important clean water it is for our well-being. So I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, everybody, and I'll see you next time.